Titanium Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading I'll be doing a challenge reading for the month ahead for my air signs, okay? So I will mention the decks I've used, I'll also mention when it's time for you to utilize your own intuition, and with that being said, my gorgeous and fellow earth signs, I have 2 air placements in my chart, which I think both of which are Libra, but I have Aquarius and Gemini in my houses, so that's interesting. Now, let's get into the cards. So the first card I pulled for y'all, which I pulled from my Action Oracle, the deck I wrote myself, alright, and it's called Release. And when I wanted to clarify, the card that I pulled from the Easy Tarot was the 8 of Swords. Now, the 8 of Swords talks of having the impression of being trapped, right? Because her eyes are blindfolded, and she's in the middle of, like, the circle of swords, which, by the way, there's, like, space in between the swords to, like, move. So it is, like, a perceived prison. It's not serious. If she took that blindfold off, she could see that there's a lot of space for her to move. Right? See? And her shackles aren't done that tightly either. By the way, it's only just this whimsy little chain. Right? Now, for the first possibility that will arise from you releasing your burdens or your worries and fear is your 10 of Swords, which talks of an ending of a difficult cycle, and by burying this individual, they are also going to be giving themselves or giving them the ability to rise up again, maybe not in physical form, but in energetic form, which is something that all of us will do at some point. Right? And that is my belief. You don't have to abide by it if you don't like it. It's completely fine. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm here to make you think about things differently. Okay. Next, you have the Hermit. Now, the Hermit is basically someone who has decided to go off the normal beaten path and figure out information for themselves. This is kind of like a researcher for what? Researcher for knowledge. Yep. Now the next card is the 5 of Wands in the upright. Now the 5 of Wands talks of, well, I heard this one concept and I kind of liked it. Like this, it's kind of like they're not fighting with swords, they're fighting with wands, they're fighting with sticks. I mean, it is gonna hurt, but to some extent it's not as lethal as a sword, except if you're allergic to wood, so I don't know. Right? Then that is for the first set. Now for the second set. Okay. Yeah. For the second set, you will attract the right people. So it might be very few, but that very few is really your core believers and your core abiders and what have you. Next, you have the Hanged Man in this deck, and the Hanged Man is talking all about taking a second look from a different perspective, but also in this case, there's someone who is, giving the Hanged Man a little bit of water. So I think that if you follow what you're really meant to do, I feel like people would want to come towards you and help you by nature, because they see the benefit of what you're doing. Now, the next card is Two of Pentacles. Now, the Two of Pentacles, alright, talks of juggling multiple priorities or jobs, right? And in this case, he is walking towards a boat on an extremely rocky sea. You can see the background. With people walking towards him. Well, I mean, the way I see this is that the hangman is assessing and reassessing the circumstance so that he knows that he makes the right choice. And he makes a choice, and he walks towards this group of people that he wants to stick around with. Now, this group of people is definitely going to allow him to tap into his star card energy, which is Aquarian energy. Actually, the Hierophant is, I'm not sure if it's, no, the Hierophant is Virgo. Yeah. I love it, I don't care. So, yep. Learning how to juggle all his priorities together under one roof, which is him. And having done that, it is definitely going to allow him or her, excuse me, the ladies, allow them to basically become the master communicator of their life, being able to think of a plan and relay that in order to get the result that you want. Now, the next card from the Animal Spirit Oracle deck, the one that I pulled, is the Beaver Spirit. Now, the Beaver Spirit talks of lay a solid foundation, which is what you would need for yourself or others. Okay, then you have the Chameleon. Come, chameleon. You come and go. You come and go. I can't remember the rest. So, the Chameleon talks of act as if. So, act as if you've already been released. Act as if you are laying a solid foundation on which to build upon. Act it. Act as if. Next, the well-being card from Esther and Jerry Hicks. Okay, it says, my happiness is my great gift to others. It says, selfishly seeking joy because your joy is the greatest gift you can give to anyone. Unless you are in your joy, you have nothing to give anyone. Give anyway. It's basically a lot about mindset. It's how you perceive it to be. I mean, they give you clear guidelines as to what it is they're looking for, but I've come to trust that everything that happens in life happens for a reason. Even if that thing did not turn out well, but that thing that did not turn out well taught you something, and that is what you need to look for. That is the nugget. Let's just get out. So, my gorgeous and fellow air signs, this is all I have for you guys this week. If you like this, and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price. Now, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment, because I adore comments. I read them all. I may not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous And fellow fire signs, I wish you guys all a very good month, and I'll see you next time, okay?